Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Well, Albertans expect a government to be open and transparent, and Albertans expect answers, especially in cases of water contamination. Albertans are not getting that here in this Assembly, and the public right to vital information about their water has been violated. My questions are to the Minister of the Environment. People living downstream from the oil sands have been subjected to oil and grease spills, to tailing ponds leaks, and inadequately treated sewage. Can the Minister explain how any of these fit into his oft-repeated mantra of "that's okay, this is a naturally occurring process"?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the incident that led to this question is the matter of a case before the courts, and so I cannot talk about the details specific to this. But let me be very, very clear to this member and to all members of this House. There are two separate issues that need to be dealt with. One is to advise and be sure that downstream anyone possibly influenced by downstream needs to be informed when an incident takes place. Whether or not charges are laid subsequent to that is something entirely different. They were informed when the incident took place.
The Honourable Member.
Thank you. Well, to the same Minister. Yesterday, the Minister stated that water contamination near Calling Lake was not groundwater, but rather surface contamination. But his department's own press release states high levels of chlorine in the groundwater as a result of the contamination. So which is it, Mr. Minister?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this instance has to do with contamination within an industrial site, and there are wells that have been ordered as a part of the compliance order to determine whether there is any need for further containment and also to delineate where the contamination took place. The fact is that this is leaching from the surface that we have concern that could perhaps get into groundwater, but at this point there's nothing to indicate that anything has left the property itself.
The Honourable Member.
Yeah, right, because water doesn't flow anywhere. Back to the same Minister. Given that the government's wholehearted support of industry self-reporting is clearly resulting in significant delays in the public getting information on spills, leaks and releases in their water sources, will the Minister move immediately to a system of government monitoring and enforcement?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, it would be nice if there were sufficient resources and people to have a policeman on every corner. We don't have that luxury, and in some cases, frankly, I'm not so sure that it would be a better world if we did. The fact of the matter is that we rely upon individuals being honest in order to maintain society. You gave the example the other day. We rely on individuals to be honest on their tax returns. We audit them from time to time, and when we find that they're not, we come down very hard on them. When we find people are not reporting appropriately, we come down very hard on them as well.